still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome back to another video. Today I have a full lookbook video for you. As always, you can find all of the CC that I'm using in today's video in the description down below, and all of the Sims that we're using for today's lookbook are Sims that I have created in previous Create a Sim videos. I'll make sure to link you to those videos whenever we move into that Sims look, just so you can find skin details, presets, eyebrows, stuff I have used on the Sim prior to today's video over there. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. I hope you're all doing well. I am so excited for today's video. Fall lookbooks are my favorite things to make. I just love the fall. I love all of the fashion that comes with it, like over knee boots, just so cute. All of the colors you typically associate with fall, I'm just obsessed with. So it's like the perfect mix-up for me, and I am obsessed with today's looks, specifically the second one. Oh my lord, I was just so obsessed with it. When I got done, I was like, oh my god, I love this. It did take me forever though. Usually I would say a look takes me about 20 to 30 minutes, but today the whole thing took me longer than 2 hours to do, which is very unusual. But for some reason it took me forever to get into today's video. I was like, what look do I want to make? And then I tried to make them all slightly different in style, but then I definitely leaned towards what I like myself. Obviously, I feel like it's very hard not to do that. But I tried a few different things. You know, the first look is very laid back, and then the second and third one are a bit, well, the second one is a bit more out there. I feel like the third one is maybe like a mix between the two. I don't know. Let me know which one you like best though. It always interests me because I feel like a lot of times our styles align and we prefer the same favorite. Hold on. We prefer the same looks. There we go. I don't know what's up with my brain today. It's just nothing is really making sense. Okay, I also have been trying to work a lot and do uni a lot, and I had a lot of things I had to do in the household. I was talking about this in, was it, I think 2 weeks ago in the video. I was saying that I started my ADHD meds, or maybe it was last week. Who knows? Memory still hasn't gotten better. The meds definitely don't help with that, but I have like so much more, just it makes it easier for me to stick with tasks that I've started. Usually I would get like bored of it or sidetracked or whatever, and it just makes it very easy that once I sit down to do uni, I can do it for a few hours and my focus mostly stays on uni work, if you get what I mean. It's not as like it was just super hard to do before, like even just getting myself there and then sticking to it, and then I would constantly check the time and be like, how much of the lecture do I have left, how much of this chapter that I need to read do I have left. It was just a drag, but now it's actually fine. And I feel like my brain finally rewards me for getting tasks done, which I never felt that before, and it's just such a nice change. Like, it makes sense now why people complete their to-do lists. Like, before taking the meds, I would just write down to-do lists, and then that took it out of me so much that I never actually did anything that I had written down on the to-do list, and that's obviously not ideal. But now it just all seems to flow a bit better, which is very nice. My boyfriend is, this is why I have to like work a lot and get a lot of uni done, because my boyfriend is getting to mine on Saturday for my birthday. My birthday is on the 13th, which is like Wednesday, but he's gonna stay here for 2 weeks, which is gonna be very nice. Very excited to have him here. But I obviously don't want to just do uni and work whilst he's here, so I'm trying to do like working a lot in advance. I have like 12-hour days right now to just get everything done, and then on, was it Monday or Sunday, one of the days my internet just turned off, which was exciting. It's literally off all day, and that's when I realized that you can't actually play The Sims 4 offline. And after I learned that you have to put the EA app into offline mode to do it, but to do that I had to log in, and it wouldn't let me log into my account if I wasn't online. So you had to go online to turn the EA app offline to then play offline, which I'm like, how does that make sense? Like, you don't have a stable internet connection, so obviously you can't go online. That's why you want to play offline, but that it was such a mess. I was like, holy poop. Like, they make you spend that much money on games just so then if your internet ever happens to get turned off or whatever, you just can't play. That makes no sense to me. It's so silly, but whatever. So I couldn't finish the video that I had done because I was working on the CC haul that you'll see on Friday this week, which you'll see a few sneak peeks here because I forgot to take that custom content out of my game before going into the lookbook. So there's a few items here that are from Friday's CC haul, and you will see maybe a few things. If you watch my videos frequently, maybe you'll see a few new things, I don't know, in my CC list that all will be in Friday's video, so you can go find those there. But what was I saying? Oh, I was trying to do the CC haul, and to create the CC list I just go on the links to see, because mostly CC these days is in like big packs. So I go to the creator's Patreon and then check out which link is which item, but I couldn't do that. So I technically would have to like save the sim with every piece of CC, look into my Sims 4 tray folder, what is the app called, you know what I mean, to check which one it is, and it would have just taken so long. I was like, this is not ideal. And then often they didn't have pictures for some reason. Mostly they have pictures so you can see what you're looking at, but they didn't, so I would have had to do it with like each individual item, not just a bunch of items that I could throw in a sim. It was just a mess. I was like, wow, I can't do this. Couldn't do my uni work because I needed access to the internet for that. It was just a mess. So I just sat here and I was like, I can't work, I can't do uni, I can't play The Sims. So I did like a few things around the household, and then I played Graveyard Keeper, which is a game I have not played in 2 years apparently. Didn't feel that long, but it's always fun. I don't know, I always love it. It's so, there's like some very complicated mechanic. It's a bit like, it's a pixel game and you have to take care of a graveyard. You get there through like very weird circumstances and you have to like find your way back home. And it's like a dark humor type of game. It's funny. It pokes fun at religion though, so if you're not into that, I wouldn't recommend. But if you don't mind that, it's a fun game. It's just a silly little game and I love playing it, and I haven't played it in so long, but I had an absolute blast. I also listened to a podcast that I listened to when I would play that, because I had a few episodes of that downloaded to my PC, since they had like that podcast has like their main episodes and then they have like a plus episode thing on Patreon. So I downloaded them from Patreon when I was a member, and it's just good to have that. I was like, thank God for that. So I just had something to do. It just feels so weird when your internet turns off. I don't know how to explain it. Like these days, everything, you need internet for everything, and I don't have that much mobile data, so I couldn't, you know, use my phone as a hotspot, and I didn't want to use too much data on my phone. It was weird. Most of my books as well are online, so I couldn't even read because I hadn't downloaded them all to my iPad to read, which was just another thing where I was like, wow, I really need to make sure to download them. I mean, I'm hoping that my internet will not be down for another like 6 hours anytime soon. It also said when I went on the website, it was like at 2 p.m. I think it went off. And then it said that it would be repaired until 2 a.m. And I was like, are you kidding me? Turned back on around like 7 p.m. But then I was like, well, I'm not gonna start doing work or uni now because I'm tired. Doesn't really make sense. It's also, my meds would have worn off by then, so it didn't really make that much sense. And then once I got in bed, it turned off again, which was just, I don't know. I just got so fed up with it. I was like, I'm just gonna sleep. I was so angry. But that's that. And with that said, ending on a positive note, the video's coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!